Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So today I'm working in my Bumblebee junk journal, and I just wanted to show you guys just some of the decorations that I've been playing with here in this process. A lot of it is some oversized die cuts, which I've already showed you guys. I've just put a few of them together, like I fussy cut around this bumblebee and then stuck him directly to this plain beehive. Alright, so that's going to end up going in the junk journal as a pocket. I also showed you guys some of my belly bands. These are going to be for, you know, tucking things behind, maybe some more journaling cards, or maybe some of these guys you can use as a journaling card. So yeah, it will go something like so. Hope I'm in frame. There we go. Alright, so there's that. I've also been doing a lot of stamping, so just accent stamping. So I'll just show you a quick page that I may have stamped here, if I can find it. Probably here in the middle of the book. Yeah, so I've just been doing some stamping, and that's with the little bumblebee pack of stamps that I have from Hero Greeting. And so, okay, so there's one. I'm like, where did they all go? Here's one of the little stamps that I've placed on here. It's simply this guy. So it's a bumblebee with some buzzing, you know, the pattern that a bee would make as he's flying through the air. I also did some of these, which is a little beehive and a little bumblebee, and I did some of those on various pages as well, somewhere like right here. And yes, I've just been stamping in various spots throughout the journal. I want to keep some of this a surprise for whoever gets this journal, so I'm not going to show you guys all of everything that I do in here. Just note that there will be some belly bands. I'm also going to put some tabs on here. Perhaps I'm looking to see if I can make a bumblebee shaped tab, and I will probably place one at the beginning of every signature cover page. So there's that. Another thing that I want to do, which is back here, I'm going to put a little glycine pocket right there with a sunflower attached to it. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. This is glycine paper. It's used for like wrapping sandwiches, or you might find some bags, some glycine bags at a sandwich shop or a butcher shop or something like that. So this is what glycine paper looks like. I picked up a big package of this on Amazon. It looks like this guy. Right, so yeah, this is what glycine paper looks like. It's a big, huge, thick package of that, and it says right here, Bright Creations 100 pack glycine paper sheets. Okay, so that's that. Let's see, I'm just going to place this right over here. So this is one of the signature covers that I made. It's the third signature cover, the most plain cover that there was in all of this. So this is the one that I really want to decorate a lot more. I'm going to place my little glycine cover right here over this lower section of bumblebees and honeypots. And then I'm going to take one of these oversized sunflowers and place it right on top of it like that, and make that a pocket. Alright, it's a transparent sort of pocket. Remember I was talking to you guys about my what is this? Fabrifix glue in the Sugar Bell icing piping bottle. So what I've just done was I just sat this in a cup of piping hot water. So here is my other one sitting in just a red cup, plastic cup with really hot water that I boiled and then placed it in there. That's to loosen up the glue, because once it's been sitting for a while it does tend to harden and it becomes more difficult to squeeze out of the little piping tube. So that's a little trick for you guys. I'm going to glue down this pocket on 3 sides, and it's going to be very plain, no thumb notch or anything like that. I'm just going to add some clear silicone glue on the edges here because it'll dry very clear, and I don't want it to show through the paper I just want the image of the bumblebee and honey pots to be visible. So, and I'm just making a little tiny bead of glue all the way around to create this pocket right here. And I did 3 sides, so it will be a full pocket. And there you have that. Okay. And I just placed it, you know, in the general area. Like, there's some of it that's extra up here. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to then place my oversized, what is this, sunflower? It has like a little 3D puffy double-sided tape on there, but I'm just going to go in with some extra glue all around that area. And that'll keep it directly on the page. I'm also going to glue onto that little stitch mark right there. Make sure that none of the threads come undone. And with that, I'm going to pop it down right here in this corner. That means the pocket is only going to be usable by about two-thirds or so of it will be usable. So it's basically just a pocket right here in this corner. So just like that, right? I mean, you can go all the way over, but it will get stuck on the glue because I'm gluing more than half of this onto the glassine, and just a little bit, maybe an eighth of it will be onto the actual paper behind it. So yeah, there's a little pocket right there. And what I can do at that point is put a little stamp on it. Maybe I'll stamp this bumblebee right in that corner, just to tie everything all together like that. So decorating a junk journal is pretty simple. It's all personal preference. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I'm just doing a little bit of decorating in here. I'll more than likely, who am I? What is that all about? I'll more than likely put this one in my Etsy shop once I'm done, and you guys can have at it and take it home for you. So there'll only be one of these, so I'm putting in as much of it as I think is necessary, and then once you get it, then you can decorate it some more with your own style. I will also include any of the die cuts that I didn't actually put in here personally. I'll include that in the sale of the junk journal. Gosh, I'm finding it hard to find my words today. Anyway, I'm gonna let that dry for just a few. Stamping onto glassine does make it wet, you know, so it'll take a while to dry. So I'll just leave that open and drying. When you stamp on paper, it'll dry a lot quicker, but this right here I can tell is still very, very wet. So I'm not gonna mess with that because I don't want it to smudge. But again, this is all that I'm really doing today, is decorating this junk journal. I will use this guy right here as another pocket. So let's see, I'll probably place this on a very plain sheet of paper. Gotta find one first. Or I can place it on a very busy page, like right here, and make that a pocket, right? I mean, who's to say? No one. Like, you can do whatever you want, guys. It's just a junk journal. So yeah, while I'm holding this up, I will use a little clip to keep that glassine page from falling over, and use this as a pocket right now. And for that I can use art glitter. Don't need to use Fabrifix. And if I'm gonna use it as a pocket, I'll probably just glue along the edge here and the bottom here and along the edge here, and then it'll be a large tuck spot for, you know, like back there. All right, I hope all of this is in shot. I hate it when like I'm talking about something and you can't even see it. So here I am just gluing around the edge of that beehive, and I'm putting a very tiny bead of glue along the edge here and to about there on both sides. So it's a fairly wide opening, and I'm just gonna pop it down like right here in the middle of this page, centrally-ish. Okay, and I'll hold that in place for just a couple of seconds while the art glitter glue attaches itself and starts to dry onto this page. And any glue that oozes out, I just grab a dry wipes and catch it. Okay, so now we have a nice large pocket. What I'm also going to do is take some of that notepad paper and make a little notepad. So it's already a notepad. This is what it looks like, busy as a bee. There's a little bee down there. I'm just gonna grab a few sheets of these. Leave the glue attached at the top, and then you can tuck something like that down into the pocket of here. But I think my glue is still wet, so I'll wait on that. I can also place this anywhere else in the journal. So let's go back here to the back side, the back of the last signature cover. And I'm going to place a belly band right there. I know I'm trying to do a lot with this glycine paper, still wet. It's I set myself up for that. I'm going to use Fabrifix because I want this to stay in place forever and ever. And I'm gluing fabric to paper. So there's a thing. Fabrifix is a clear silicone glue that glues fabric to paper, paper to paper, and fabric to fabric. I'm sure if any one of you have seen Pam at the Paper Outpost's video, she uses Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix a lot, and that is what the that is what Fabrifix is known for. I have to clean out the tip of my glue. Okay, let's see if that works any better. Yep, so I'm just putting a bead of glue at the top of this belly band, and then a bead of glue at the bottom of this belly band. Ooh, come on out, okay? And then I will glue this down right back here on this page. And to hold that in place, I'll just grab some of these clips and clip it down. Alright, so here is that little notepad I was telling you about. It's pretty large. This is one of the largest notepads I've ever seen. But I got this, I think, in a package of fun goodies from the Goodwill, and I couldn't resist, so it's going to go in the project. Let's see, my glycine paper is still wet. Yep, so I'll leave that to dry. Over here I wanted to put one of these horizontal belly bands, so that's probably going to go like right there. In the process, I will also be gluing down some of these guys, which are little fabric flowers, I suppose. This, right? That's what these are, little fabric flowers. I'm not sure what, it's like a polyester type of fabric that these faux flowers are made with. And I'm just going to use art glitter and glue this down into the journal somewhere. So find me another plain Jane page. Here's a nice one with some bumblebees on it. And there. And again, not to disturb my glycine paper, I'm just going to use a little clip to hold that in place while it dries. Yeah guys, nothing much is going on here. I again will continue to decorate this in secret. I want this to be a special book for the person who does purchase it. I don't want everyone to have access to what I'm doing in here, so I just really want it to be for whomever buys it. So yeah, there'll be some surprises in here, and yeah, I'm just gluing things to things, right? That's all we do. That's all we can do, is just play with paper and glue and stamps and have fun in our crafting space. But this is something that you might see out in the world one day, is that, right? Just glued to paper, and hairspray will get this to stop flipping over. So I'll take that into the other room and spray it with some hairspray and keep it upwards. My glycine paper is drying. Here's my cute little pocket, so I can tuck a little bumblebee in there just like that. Little journaling space. Yeah, I did some stamping, and I got a belly band back here that's drying. So again, you can always take one of these guys and tuck it in as more journaling space, like so. And I have a notepad that I stuck back here, busy as a bee. I will probably find some more journaling cards to tuck in the front of the book here in this little pocket. I can put a little bee in there, although there's a bee already on there. See, there's a little bee peeking out of that little pocket right there. Possibilities are endless, guys. That's my point. When you're in control of the project, you can do whatever you like. I like this little pocket, actually. I'll probably do a couple more of those. I have not yet used... got so much going on. I have not yet used this paper pack. This is the Tula and Norbert Sweetest Honey Bumblebee and Gnomes paper pack. Sorry for the glare. But I will probably do a little mini something to go along with this. And yeah, and we'll see. Alright. So, there's that. And let's see, where is my other belly band? I was going to place this other belly band, whoops, up here on the front cover. So there's one on the very back cover right there, and I was going to place one up here on the front cover. And as long as I can keep my page from touching, there it is, I can glue this down. So I'm just going to add a little bead of glue, top and bottom. Just a little bit of Fabrifix on the top and the bottom of this, and we'll glue it down right here. And grab some more clips to hold that in place until it dries. Right. So again, this is me just decorating this junk journal. Oh, I have, whoops, I got some washi that I want to place on here right after I stamp this. Okay. And let me close this back up so I don't make a mess. And I'll place that in there to keep that page up. And let's see what else we've got, guys. So much to play with, right? So somewhere on here I'm going to do this little belly band. It looks like it may need to be cut down some, and that's because my covers were a lot longer. They were a lot wider, I should say, and then I chomped them all down because they were just too long. Well, that I didn't take that into consideration because I've already made these belly bands. So all I'm going to really do is cut down the side that's going to be tucked into the crease of the book, and no one will be any the wiser. Okay, so now the edge is not wrapped right there, but it is on this side, and that's the section that I'll tuck down in the corner and bring that edge to over here. And look, even more can be chomped down some more. Okay, so yeah, I will tuck this in right in the back here, glue that section, and then bring the other end up this way and glue right there. So simple. Whoops, just dropped my glue. Fabrifix. The Sugar Bell icing piping bottle is actually a brilliant idea if you want to get precision lines of glue, or you know, precision bead of glue onto your project. But if you don't put your little pins back into the closure, you will find that your glue kind of like becomes a problem, because it'll clog the tip, and then you'd have to like poke at it, or it may dry it up on you if you don't put your pins back in. And also, if you don't use it fast enough, or if you don't, you know, if you take your time or don't have too many projects going on, it will dry up in this bottle. I've had that happen before. Just trying to protect this one page back here, right? That guy. So I've got a lot of things propping it up, but I'm also going to tuck this guy right in there. Make sure that dries first, or at least start to get tacky, and tuck it in really deep inside the crease right there. And then I'm going to bring this side of the page over that way and put this giant clip on it to make sure that it doesn't move. Right? So yeah, that'll do. Alright guys, I mean, I can just talk to you guys forever and ever and tell you all kinds of stuff that I'm tucking into this journal, but you get the idea. I'm also going to do one of these little guys somewhere, not sure where, but it'll be a great little spot to tuck a bunch of things into, a little pocket. Here, I'll show you what it looks like on plain white paper. Yeah, it's just a little spot to tuck things in. Like a slotted pocket, and you can put up to 5 things inside of here. Alright, I also have a little book plate that I wanted to use, also from a die cut. This was from a die cut, and here's another little slotted pocket from a die cut, and here is an actual pocket also from a die cut that I will be placing into the journal, and a little pocket label. Right, these are just little things that I've been playing with. I've been cutting up and making it to go into this junk journal somehow, so that's why my desk is a little crazy. And again, a little bit of hairspray on this guy will make it stay upright, and you won't have to worry about it flopping over on you. Also, once the page is closed as well, it will stay upright. The last thing before I go, I want to place this washi. I have 2 pieces of washi in here. I'll just wait. I'll wait, because this is more important to me, making sure that this dries before I completely ruin it, right? So I'll just wait on the washi and place it somewhere in the journal, or I might leave it for whomever gets this to decorate the journal themselves. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave you here. You know why? Because it's about lunchtime, and I think I'm gonna fix something to eat. And yeah, I think you guys should have a super crafty day. Go do something wonderful. Thanks to each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel and liking these videos and commenting down below. And don't forget to check out my description also. It has lists of things to, you know, my favorite Amazon items. So yeah, you can simply just click on those links, and it'll take you directly to those products that you can check out for yourself from your own Amazon accounts. Yeah, just stay naturally curious and have a super crafty day. I'll talk to y'all in the next video. All right, bye.